नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Shri Mahans, Mahans, Tanedar, Kotari, visitors, viewers, everyone sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, Paschima Kailasa, Uttam, everywhere, all over the world. I welcome all of you with my love and respect. From today till Paramashivoham, I'll expand on the subjects and the truths I'm going to make you realize, experience, radiate in Paramashivoham. Understand, today the topic is anti-sex. Sex, of course, most discussed subject, which can invoke all the 9 emotions, navarasas. It can invoke the feeling of greed, fear, guilt, sadness, everything. It can invoke everything at a time. It can be overwhelming. It can invoke every possible emotion. Understand? I am going to look at the whole thing as Sadashiva looks at, as Paramashiva looks at. Person who wants to keep you under the control through sex will make you feel you need it, will introduce sex to you in a way you are trapped in it forever. Sex is one of the most powerful weapons everyone uses to trap others. A legal system which wants to keep human beings under the control, it looks at the sex in that aspect. How you should be introduced about sex so you can be kept under control. The social order can be maintained, law and order can be maintained. They introduce sex only in that line and that aspect, from that spectrum to you. A person who wants to addict you and earn money through you, he introduces sex from that angle to you. Understand? Prostitute tries to introduce the sex to you in a different angle. Police tries to introduce the sex to you in a different angle. A religious leader tries to introduce sex to you from a different angle. Your uncle introduces to you in a different angle. Your mom and dad introduces to you different angle. Your wife introduces it to you in different angle. If you have extramarital affairs, they introduce the sex in a different angle. Each person gives his own version, understanding about sex to you. You are so confused, you start giving multiple version to multiple people. I'll give you precisely the version of Paramashiva, master of sexology. He elaborates on the science in all aspects as a reproductive act, as a recreative act, as an entertainment, as empowering act, or enriching act, strengthening the state, space, and powers and being of Paramashiva in you, ultimately even as an enlightening act. So I will introduce the whole science to you from the angle of Paramashiva. Understand? I am not going to say something is right or something is wrong. I am not going to analyze the sex from the angle of your country's rules and regulations, laws, your society's right, wrong, good, bad, moral. I am not going to look at the sex in any of those prisms. I am not going to look at the sex through any of those prisms. I am going to look at it purely from the vision of Paramashiva. How he looks at it. He looks at the sex only as an opportunity to make you manifest the state, space, powers and beings of Paramashiva. Understand? Whether he talks about the act, he talks about the instinct, he talks about the hormonal ups and downs, he talks about the mental attitudes and aptitudes, he talks about the realizations and reality. Anything about sex, he talks only from the aspect, angle, prism of making you manifest the state, space, powers and being of Paramashiva. Do not think in the days of Paramashiva there was no pornography. There was. He mentions very clearly in Tantra, pornography damages your ability to manifest powers than the actual act itself. I am not promoting or demoting, saying something is good, bad, right, wrong. Be very clear. I'm not going to look at anything with any of your right, wrong prisms, or I'm not going to be judgmental. Paramashiva says very clearly, through pornography, man can be kept under control without getting into the actual act. Maybe for social stability, it is good. That is why almost all countries allow pornography. But from the angle of power manifestation, pornography is destroying your possibility much more than the actual act itself. And be very clear, I am not promoting the actual act now. Understand the whole thing from this angle. The Holy See, the team which is taking care of me, today they were explaining to me that ground nuts is 100 calorie and banana chips is 25 calorie. I thought, if I don't take both, it is good. If I have to take something, let me take only just banana chip. So understand what I am saying from this angle. If you can avoid actual act and pornography, both, great. You are free, live happily. But if you have to choose any one, no other way, you are not able to handle yourself without both. You have to choose the act than the pornography. Because when two beings share their body willingly, that no way disturbs your consciousness, your ability to manifest superconsciousness. But pornography severely damages your biomemory and the ability to manifest your pure consciousness. Understand? I am looking at the whole thing from the angle of Paramashiva. Not right, wrong, good, bad. Don't immediately start making the short videos or troll videos. Oh, Nityananda supports free sex. Nityananda supports RG. Don't try to do that. Of course, I know you will do it, but I don't care about it. I am clarifying now itself. I am looking at the whole thing from the angle of power manifestation and superconscious breakthrough. Each cognition about sex in the level of self, in the level of consciousness, in the level of the society, in the level of individual relationships, in the level of the world, and in the path towards the God, in the path towards the higher expression, from all angle, I am going to look at it from the vision of Paramashiva, from the cognition of Paramashiva, and share with you. I will continue to reveal the angle of Paramashiva from the vision of Paramashiva, the truths about sex, and make it as experience for you in Paramashivoham. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.